been on my mind about an individual who has been spreading lies about my kid, who don't know about my kid, haven't seen my kid in since 2021 or 2022. It needs to stop. Unless you want to know, I'm the mother. I deal with her every day. I bathe her. I do her hair. I do everything that I can for her and stuff. You need to stop. You don't know what's going on in the home and stuff. It's not about toxicity. It's not about me living in the same place as two people and stuff. Um, she's well taken care of. All because of posts and you went with a rant that was pretty stupid and dumb. Okay, yes, my daughter had behavior issues. I made that post, but I didn't want to go into details. She's hitting, biting, kicking, doing all that stuff, and I'm trying to get her to stop. I took her to her doctor back in May, and the doctor sat me down and talked to me. And he told me because she's nonverbal and stuff, she's not uh, communicating her feelings and stuff. Well, she has the AAC talking device and she uses it every day. And I'm training her to sit there and tell me, is she sick? Is she not feeling good? Is she happy, sad, upset, miserable? Stuff like that. I take my daughter outside as much as I can and stuff like that. I'm planning on taking her to the park and everything and stuff. If you want to know about my kid, then come and ask questions. Don't assume and make video posts about how toxic the environment is. There's nothing to do with what's going on. She's mostly around me. I deal with her on a day-to-day basis. I talk with her. I monitor her when she's online and stuff, talking about kids' YouTube and stuff like that, or on her game, make sure she's on the right games and stuff. She don't hardly play video games and stuff. It's mostly me and stuff. She's still young and stuff, and I take good care of her and everything. To assume something, ask questions, please. And you can talk about your childhood and the damage that was done to you, but don't bring me in the mix. I don't need somebody being a supporter of me and try to tell my life story and don't know what the hell they're talking about. And I'm gonna give you a prime example of what's going on. If Mary and Bob are sitting there having a private conversation, that does not give Mary or Mary particularly to go on social media and broadcast text messages that was between two people. That's what's going on right now. I thought I can trust my older sibling in being a confidant and being inspiration to me and being a supporter of me and stuff, but no, that's what he does. He got on social media and told everybody about what's going on with her father and stuff. That was supposed to be between me and my older brother, not everybody else. And then went on a rant and said that, oh, it's toxic for a autistic child to be having behavior issues and stuff and not knowing what's going on. If you wanted to know, you know my information, you know my name on Facebook and stuff. You could ask me, sis, what's going on? Can I be an assistance? That's what an older sibling is supposed to do. Not sit up there and blab out to your audience and stuff and tell them that I'm not getting the help that I need and I'm not getting support that I need and stuff, and children's services need to be called, the sheriff need to be called and stuff, and all this other confusion and carrying on. That's why I cut you off, because you're nothing but a drama king. Yes, I understand you went through hell. I went through hell too as a kid. But I'm a survivor. I'm not sitting up there um, wanting revenge and wanting to sit there and laugh at people's claiming and stuff. Hi, Jermaine. How you doing today? I didn't see people saying hi. I'm sorry. But I'm thinking about getting legal action involved because of the stuff of what's going on. Once you put something out on social media, then you got people wanting to come and question you about what somebody else has said. And that's what's going on. My platform is about my kid and what's going on with her and stuff and how she doing outside of school, in school and stuff like that. I shouldn't have to get on here and go off and be on the deep end of things and stuff. How are you doing? Oh, I'm trying to keep calm, cool, and collect. I'm trying to be calm. You know, but then when you got people sitting up there sending you videos of you, Dion, sitting up there talking about me, talking about your younger siblings and stuff, and we have no idea what's going on. No idea. And then we confront you about it. You want to cuss us out and tell us to leave you alone and stuff. Then you want to get on there and cry and say you ain't got nobody supporting you. You have a slew of family members that want to sit there and support you. But you want to sit there and act like a little 2-year-old in a grown 55-year-old man's body and want to sit there and act like you ain't got no sense in you. Stop trying to be the victim. Be a survivor. You know, people counted me out too. You don't sit there and see me. Um, I'm trying to keep my kid out of the camera. Counted me out and stuff and told me I was going to be a nobody and stuff. Look at me now. I'm a mother. Don't let what people say about you determine your destiny and stuff. You know, I supported my brother all the way up until he cut me off. He cut a lot of people off. And then want to get there and cry and boo-hoo on social media. He has nobody. I thought when he said don't bother him or don't talk to him or anything, that didn't mean for him to get on social media and sit up there and talk about London, Kobe, and Yance and my deceased brother. My deceased brother has nothing to do with what you're going through. He's not here to defend himself. He died July 12, 2005. Yes, I agree that the church that we grew up in was demonic and full of it. But don't throw me underneath the bus because of your downfalls and you're upset about things. If you want to talk, you can sit there and talk. Unblock me. So how are you doing, Jermaine? You know, I don't mean no harm or anything, but I'm just upset at the fact that why would you not come to me and ask me questions about my kid and clarify what's going on with my kid? Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. You're trying to damage me because of something that happened between you and our mother. I have nothing to do with you and your mother. I have not once got on my social media and talked about how glorious and wonderful my mother is. But my mother has done some things and some questionable things that I feel that should have been dealt with before I was born. But I have no control over that. I don't get in here. I don't get on here to get views just to talk crap and badly about family members. You know, who cares who's doing shady stuff? Let God sort it out. I stay to myself, talk about my kid, and then I get notified from family and friends that my name's being brought up and stuff. For what? Like I said in my other video that I made, I sat there and gave him money. I gave him money when he asked for it. He paid me back. But I never in a million years, I'm learning this because I had incidents in my life before I even had a kid. I've had a certain family member sit there, take my identity and do a pill mill and try to get me put in prison for it and stuff, and I had nothing to do with it. Thank the good Lord up above that there was a detective that sat there and fully, thank you. Um, there was a detective that sat there and did her due diligence and sorting it out and stuff and found out it wasn't me. Family would sit there and try to destroy you faster than, thank you, will try to sit there and destroy you faster than a stranger. Be careful who you sit there and rant to. Now, I'm not here to sit there and get subscribers and stuff and throw my cousins and stuff that's helped me underneath the bus, but it needs to stop. You know, my daughter's autistic and stuff, and I'm dealing with her and stuff, and dealing with what I need to deal with, and I shouldn't have to deal with family issues. I want to be left alone too. Keep my name out of your videos. You know, thanks to the ones who subscribe and stuff and have to deal with me and stuff, talking about my kid, and there's YouTube shorts of my daughter and stuff, what she looks like. There's also YouTube shorts of my niece Naomi. Um, I'm planning on when the weather cools down and stuff. I'm planning on taking my kid to the park and stuff and try to make a video out of it. I'm not trying to exploit her or anything. I just want to show y'all that she's doing good and stuff, and she's a good kid. Sometimes she gets on my nerves, but I still love her and stuff. You know, when trouble arises, kids should not be involved in it. I have trust issues now. I don't know who to trust anymore. You know, I'm I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I shouldn't have to deal with the foolishness. So, how's everybody dealing with this heat wave that we're dealing with? Because, whew, it is hot. They said it was supposed to cool down on Friday. It's Sunday and it's still hot. Thank God for AC. I feel so sorry for the Europeans who do not have AC. And it's not America's fault that y'all do not have AC. Nor is it America's fault that y'all have a heat wave. You know, we're dealing with the heat as well. It's supposed to rain this week, but I don't know if it's going to cool us off or not. But anyway, it's Sunday, and I hope you guys have a blessed day. Subscribe to the channel and stuff. If you already haven't, I'll probably come live tomorrow. Tuesday, I won't come live because I'll be busy with appointments. And Wednesday, I'll come live and tell you how she did at the sleep lab. I'll talk to you guys later. God bless you all and have a blessed day.